Hey guys, this is Tornado448 here with my first vlog entitled Tornado448 Gets in School Suspension as a 10th grader. It all started with, on last Thursday, it all started with me refusing to do my English work. And I forgot to ask for help, and then 5th, after lunch, I went to 5th period study hall with my Huskie Time Teacher. And I walked out, but I don't think calmly. I do not think calmly. And then I was like, we're under a tornado warning. Everybody take cover. This is a particularly dangerous situation. And then I acted up, and then when I went back to my homeroom, erased all the stuff on her board, or erased all the stuff on my Huskie Time Teacher's board, and then drew something inappropriate and wrote on something inappropriate on there, which even the words of this are maybe too graphic for YouTube. And I drew something and wrote something inappropriate. Hold on, let me do this full screen. And then my guidance counselor had to come and clear my homeroom up. And then I probably refused numerous orders to calm down. And then I acted up some more, and then according to the discipline report I typed up, I licked and spat on my teacher and I only licked one of my associates. And then I followed them, and then all the way down to the RCN room in the middle school I went to. And I pounded on the door constantly and begging to be let in. And then when 6th period my physical science 6th period came, I refused to go to class. That's why there's an R for refusal to go to class in my grades and attendance page on Power School. And there's also an R on my 5th period learning support class. That showed up in there as well. And then came Algebra 2, 7th period. My math teacher, Mr. Anderson, was not at school that day. He was just scrolling through my attendance grade and attendance page for a little bit, and then I'll explain all those ISSs later. And then came 8th period. I went to my 8th period as normal, and my homeroom teacher was in her room, actually. Was actually in her homeroom, in her classroom. And I was getting ready to pack up, wrap up that day. And I owed an apology to Miss Bohan, my Huskie Time teacher, Miss Bohan, and one of her associates, Miss Miller, if most of you didn't know, Miller is a pretty common last name, but that I will not get into this last name lecture, in this video. And my other associate was sick at the time. This happened. She was only at school on Tuesday, not Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. Hopefully she'll be back at school tomorrow. And then and then came Friday. I was anxiously waiting whether I was going to get a detention or in-school suspension. And then my principal said I could attend my foods and nutrition class to work on my food lab, French Toast Sticks food lab, and its presentation. Go away, you stupid gnat, or whatever insect you are. But then after first period, I had to go to the middle school nurse's office for in-school suspension. That's why all this ISS is appearing on my power school. I don't get why there's duplicate attendance code on my PE Friday. And I'll zoom in here. ISS means in-school suspension, and I don't want to see any of that this year. I do not want to see any OSS, that means out-of-school suspension. I do not want to see any of those punishments anymore this year. I don't want to see any more R's for refusal to attend class. And then my principal, when I got to ISS, my principal said I didn't need my computer because she said she did not let every student in school suspension status have their laptops or other electronic devices, but she did make one exception. And since I brought my weather radio out, she let me have that. Then only occasionally did a few adults come to visit during my in-school suspension. And for the first couple hours, I did work and laid in the bed in the nurse's office, in the middle school nurse's office. And then came lunch. I had to get it from the middle school because I was on in-school suspension there. Even though I'm a sophomore in high school now. Even though I'm technically a sophomore in high school. And after lunch, I had to go back to work again. I had to go back to my schoolwork again. And then for a little bit in the afternoon, I laid down again in the bed in the middle school nurse's office. And once when I was in the middle school men's room, during my in-school suspension, I saw one of my old friends. And I'm not giving you his name. It was a boy, but I'm not giving you his name out of privacy rights. And then my dean of students, who had surgery on his shoulder on Thursday, and he was in a sling. And at the end of that Friday, he told me, my Huskie Time Teacher, he had to go to physical therapy. But I went with him to my room, Huskie Time room. Go away, fly. No. And I had a spicy chicken patty for lunch during my in-school suspension on Friday. I hope to see no more suspensions appear on my record, even though detentions, ISS, and out-of-school suspensions do go on students' permanent records, and some colleges either do or don't request disciplinary records. I hope to not see any of those on my attendance page or on my permanent record, because my parents and friends would be mad if one more ISS or out of school suspension appeared on my permanent record. And then I don't know what to say, or what else. I don't know what else to say about Friday. Tornado Dude 448 here with my first vlog. See you later. See all you guys later. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and peace out.